Well, hello and welcome back to Talking Shit with a Young Kind of Brit.
Wow, live studio audience today is really up for it.
So loud.
Okay, everyone, chill out. Wow, be
Calm
cool.
down. Whoa. We need some silence so we can talk, everybody.
Yeah, that's why we all came here, right?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
We're good. We're both good. I'm actually super tired. I didn't sleep great, so
Oh, that's not good.
start my life.
I slept like a fucking baby. But mainly because I was knackered from the night before where I didn't sleep well. So
Well, I'm glad you're catching up on that sleep debt. I feel like I probably will forever be in sleep debt. So
yeah, I don't think you can ever catch up.
no,
You know.
I'm fucked at this point.
Yeah. Once you start having sort of, late nights in your late 20s,
Mm.
you're fucked.
Yeah. Yep.
You're never going to make that back.
No, you're right. Well, I'll power through. I got my coffee.
Whoop.
I got my cocaine. I got my speed.
Fentanyl.
Just kidding. Yeah,
Got any
all
of
of it. I got my downer for the uppers.
And your uppers for the downers
Yep.
to level you out. So really,
Yep.
you're just normal now.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
you're right. I was going to ask you something. I can't remember now. Oh, well, doesn't matter.
Oh.
We're back again.
Once again. And today is, at the time of recording, it's Trump's inauguration.
Oh, man, why'd you have to
Silly
bring
word.
that up?
Sorry.
I was really hoping we could just pretend it was only Martin Luther King Jr. Day today. I'm just like
Oh,
so
is
annoyed
it?
that it's like, we always have MLK Day, like, it's like whatever Monday it is in January, and it's a holiday for us, and it just so happened to fall on the same day as the inauguration, and I'm just like, can we like not associate Trump with MLK, please?
Can we not do that?
Yeah, just feels disrespectful.
Can I just talk about him for like 1 minute?
Yeah, of course.
So obviously, over the weekend or the past couple of days, the US banned TikTok and kicked everyone out in the US.
Yeah.
And then Trump's brought it back.
I'm
I'd
so
just like
fucking
to
annoyed by
remind
that.
people that he
Yeah.
was the one that initiated the ban in the first place.
In 2020, he said he was going to sign an executive order because he got real pissy about all these TikToker, young people who are like, let's all buy these tickets to his rally and then not go. So his rally is not, like full of people. And he got so fucking mad about it that he's like, I'm going to ban TikTok. And then finally happens for reasons that we don't have to go into, but it's super annoying. And then, he comes in and saves the day. And it's like, honestly, it's kind of, I guess it was kind of a brilliant move because now look at all the people who are going to be like, Trump save TikTok. But it's like they're forgetting. Yeah, they're forgetting how it happened.
Yeah. And also, it's classic narcissistic behavior.
Yeah.
Take something away and then become the savior by reinstating it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, just to see, I loaded it up yesterday in the morning, and it was like the screenshot was like, we're working with, we're banned or whatever, and we're working with President Trump towards a resolution. So then Nigel being over there, I asked him if he could log in because I wondered, even though his phone is American based with American based cell service and, phone number, if he could see it while he's over there, and he could not. So, but then he's like, well, maybe, the UK, maybe they're doing it in the end. I was like, no, I think it's because your phone is American for all intents and purposes. So
yeah, and you've logged in
on an American, yeah.
details, yeah.
But then I don't know how much time had passed, but then all of a sudden there it was again. So,
what a savior, Belland.
Yeah, I know. Fuck that guy.
He's also, we mentioned off air as well that a video seems to have come out where he's essentially admitting that Elon Musk may have interfered with the voting computers in Pennsylvania, and that's where they won there. So
certainly seems that way based on what he said and some of the implications there. And of course, nothing will happen with that.
No, I was going to say there'll be no investigation and nothing will come of it.
Yeah.
But there you go. Well, happy Martin Luther King Day.
Thank you.
We shall call it nothing else.
Yeah. That's what it is. So I, have the day off, and you and I are recording, and we were thinking about maybe revisiting your work at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a Hogwarts-only guidance counselor.
Yeah, Charlie made a very good point to me that this was clearly written by an American, because she was like, this is the most American Hogwarts I've ever heard.
Well, and, read by an American and
True, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is a clickhole.com, not .co.uk either.
Well,
but, they could have done a little research into the culture.
they could have. I mean, there's 7 books they could have.
Mm-hmm. Done a little homework.
Yeah.
We're not ones to talk, but we also love judging.
Yes.
And that is our God-given right.
Damn right.
So just to recap.
Yeah, where were we?
Well, we met with 2 students. You tried out some nipple magic, and, we have your Tony Blair chair, and we left off with coming back from Princeton University, where you left Spigot, because he was so enamored with cornhole.
He loves cornhole. Who doesn't?
Right. And so we were considering that a win, because you got someone to a college, even if they're not enrolled in college or going to college.
He might enroll at some point.
Yeah. You know what? The tour guide or whatever did say that, like, if you really want a shot, you need to live in the shanty town on the edge of campus in order to, like, even be considered. So now he's in a position to do so.
Exactly. He's closer than he was.
Yes, exactly. And Princeton's a great school. It's Ivy League. So. But yes, you ultimately slurped the magic linguini.
Ah, yes. Yeah, yes.
And I will just pick up where we left off, okay?
Yep.
And we'll see if we can get through this, but we might have to have a part 3.
Okay, this is just going to go on all year now.
Well, and if you remember,
find out it just never ends.
Yeah, just
going infinitely.
It's actually a job to click through this. And I'm trying to remember your schedule. There were 4 students total. We've done 2. The last one being, the infamous Ron Weasley. So,
yeah. Cool. I'm up for him.
All right,
I'm up for your Ron Weasley voice as well.
I was just thinking about that. It is not going. It's going to be Ron Weasley as played by a different person, not Rupert Grint.
They are doing a TV remake, so maybe you're the candidate for that.
Ron Weasley played by a white, mid to late 30s white American woman.
Yeah. We can't discriminate, Kate. So
You're right. Okay, so with a flash, you're back in your office.
Oh.
Phew. The only evidence Spigot was ever here is the lingering musk of hot dogs. Oh, but hey, there's a girl with a rat in here now. It's always something, isn't it? Here in this wild, witchy, mixed-up school they call Hogwarts.
Sure is.
Tony Blair is actually a code name, says the Enchanted Chair. Many different people have held the mantle of Tony Blair throughout the years, including one very clever orangutan. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you.
So, I mean, naturally, this girl is with the rat is standing in your office, and it makes sense that you perhaps ask her how you can help her. Would you like to?
Yes, yeah, I shall.
Can I help you? All right. She says, I'm here because my friend Copernicusa has an appointment with you, and she's a rat now. So she holds up her little rat friend. That's right. Copernicusa, I can't say this fucking name. I'm just going to call her Cope Gumped the Ravenclaw.
Oh, clever.
And naturally, you want to ask her about that. So you can say, she's a rat now?
That's my only option.
Yeah, for now.
She's a rat now?
All right. Let me do a voice here. Okay, so we got our friend. Yeah. Well, actually, she's 40 rats. 'Cause Professor Largebird caught me in her passing notes in class about whether Judeo-Christian actually involves any meaningful aspects of Judaism. And to punish us, she said that she could either turn me into 40 rats or her into 40 rats or both of us into 20 rats each. And Cope volunteered to be the 40 rats. So now she is.
Where are the
Also,
other
Professor
39?
Sorry, what?
Sorry, where are the other 39?
Well, I think she'll answer that for you.
Okay.
She goes on to say, Professor Largebird said she'll turn back when I get all the rats together in one place, but they scattered, and I only managed to catch this one. So she's going to miss her appointment, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really do the appointment with
1/40th.
of her.
Well, you have two options here. You can ask, can I try talking to the rat? Or you can say, this really sucks.
Can I try talking to the rat?
All right, you ask. And the response is 3 ellipses, which I can only assume means nothing.
No.
Like you don't get anything back.
Okay.
So you then proceed to ask, do you have any interest in starting the college process?
I feel like I would ask it, do you have any interest in starting the college
You
process?
just get louder.
Yeah.
Well, you get a response now.
Oh.
It says, of course not, I'm a rat.
Oh.
And you say, well, shit.
Well, shit.
And then, her friend jumps in and says, I'm sorry. I think I've got to go find the rest of the rats that my friend is made of now. So, and now's your chance. Don't squander this opportunity. God may have closed a door, but what that stupid motherfucker hasn't realized is he left a window open for you to wriggle right through, and you can maybe talk to her friend about college.
Yes.
So you ask her, wait, how would you like to go to college?
Wait, how would you like to go to college?
And she responds, college? Wow. Jeez, I don't know. I'd never thought about it, but yeah, maybe.
Also,
And you're so shocked and surprised and just like, you can't lose this momentum. But the only thing you can think of to ask is, wait, really?
oh, for fuck's sake. I am not helping myself here.
Well, you're still practicing.
Okay. Wait, really?
She responds, actually, shoot. I totally spaced and forgot that I've pledged my body and soul to Astral Lewis, the black archon of the lowest ends and the highest spires. His long pale fingers will tear back the trembling curtain that separates the sense from madness and usher in an age of depravity where their only law is whim. Um, and part of his dread cabal, I've got like a lot on my plate, like defeating the meddlesome band of protectors and their masked leader Proudfist, and cutting each of the long threads to hasten the great unraveling. But like I'll be rewarded with power undreamed of. So I'm actually going to be super busy with that.
Right, okay, fucking hell.
And so you say, never mind then.
Never
Defeated.
mind then, alright. Go find your rat friend.
The girl leaves with 1/40th of her friend. You're alone with your shame. So far today, you've lied to a child, gotten a student addicted to a lawn game, and failed to make any headway with a rat's friend. If guidance counselors were horses, they'd name you Elmer's. Do you get that reference? Okay, so Elmer's is a brand of glue, and glue is,
Oh, wow.
supposedly made out of horses.
God, okay.
So yeah, Charlie may be right about Americans writing this. But on top of this, your jaunt to Princeton burned through most of your lunch break, and your last appointment, Ronald Weasley, is going to be here any minute. So you have two options.
I've got high hopes for Ron.
I mean, he had his life together according to the books. You have two options. You can wait for Ron, or you can go get lunch anyways.
I'm gonna go get lunch anyways.
Fair enough.
Let's see what happens.
You think to yourself, fuck it. They don't pay you enough dried lizard parts to skip your lunch break. You flip the I have gone fishing sign on your door around and set up for the teacher's lounge where nearly half of a leftover egg and cheese lean pocket awaits you in the magic refrigerator.
Ooh, yum.
But as it so happens, you're lost basically immediately. The stairs spun around in random patterns, and now you're in a part of a school you've never seen before in your whole fucking life. This might be a little exciting if it didn't happen every other fucking time you try to go to lunch. So,
Exhausting.
yeah, you have two options. You can go left or you can go right.
Left, please.
You head left and tug open a promising-looking door. Immediately, you're buried to the ankles in a torrent of lizards, snakes, geckos, skinks, and iguanas, both dried and fully squirming. Looks like you found the school's lizard supply closet.
Cool. Can I leave and go right?
After quickly checking to make sure the hallway's empty, you start stuffing your pockets with as many dried lizard parts as they can hold. It's payday, baby! And you're finally getting set up for direct deposit. Lunch still beckons, though. You can go left or right.
I'll go right.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. You've somehow found your way into a sparse, filthy bedchamber. The overwhelming stenches of brown stew and wet laundry assault your nostrils, a combination whose strange familiarity clicks into place after a few beats. You're in Professor Snape's room.
Oh, no.
The last thing you want to do is stay too long, but you quickly take in some of the more sordid details. Oh, the stacks of dripping wet National Geographics labeled with color-coded sticky notes. The mountain of empty skim milk curtains from a brand the school definitely doesn't stock. The shelf of books with titles like A Boy's Guide to the Throat and You Have Them in Your Grasp. Now what? This is the home of a true pervert.
Brilliant.
Do you want to go left or right?
I'll go right again.
You sound scared.
I am.
Probably
Who knows where I'll
reasonably
end up
so.
next.
You've now found yourself in Hogwarts Synagogue. A thick film of dust covers everything. Thanks to Hogwarts off-the-books policy of quietly discouraging Jews from applying.
Whoa! This is taking a turn.
Why are you working for this institution? Okay. You know what? We're here now, so we'll talk about that later. They just wouldn't fit in is the justification you usually hear. No one ever really goes there. You take a moment to wonder why they even built one in the first place. Okay.
Well,
I have thoughts.
I mean, my thoughts are that, you know, I don't think religion really matters in Hogwarts because they're witches and wizards.
Mm-hmm. It's actually kind of the opposite of religion in a way.
Yeah.
Or its own religion, I suppose.
Mm.
Oh well, off to lunch, left or right.
Left. Or will that just take me back to Snape's room?
Well, you did left, lizard closet, right, Snape's room, right again, synagogue. And so if you did, so left, right, left. No, it shouldn't.
Okay, I'll go left.
After walking for what feels like an eternity, you find yourself in front of a strange door at the top of a staircase. It seems to leap open before you, beckoning you in with a soft glow that spills forth. After all these years, could it be ... And then it just says enter. Would you like to enter?
I'll enter. Where am I?
It must be the fabled room of requirement, which appears to Hogwarts students. Do you know what this is? Is this
Yeah.
the thing? Well, what is it?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
It's the room of requirement. It will become anything you want it to be or need it to be.
Oh.
So, for
Okay,
example,
yeah.
in one of the books, Dumbledore mentions that it turned into a toilet when he needed the toilet. But Harry also uses it to hide a book. In the last book, they all the like sort of students who are fighting against the Death Eaters use it as a hideout to hide from the evil teachers and stuff.
Oh,
Can be whatever
didn't
you
know
want.
that.
Oh, and Harry's Defense Against the Dark Arts teaching room.
Okay.
Umbridge came. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, this tracks, they at least got this right, because it says, which appears to Hogwarts students and presumably faculty in time of great need to provide them their heart's desire or something like that. Who cares?
I
You're
care.
extreme. Well, and you are extremely hungry, so it makes sense that it would show up now.
It doesn't give you food. That's the only thing it can't give you.
Oh, okay. Well, somewhere in here, there's got to be a delicious lunch just for you. You start searching, but before long, you feel a presence behind you.
Oh no.
So you turn around. I want to point out, though, because you didn't attend Hogwarts, you went to like community college. Maybe you wouldn't know
That's
that it
true.
can't provide food. So you turn around. Oh, okay. Well, you ready?
Mm-mm.
Oh no. What a mistake you've made. This isn't the room of requirement. This is the room where Dracula lives. It's just like the old Hogwarts saying, everyone thinks Dracula lives in Transylvania, but he actually lives in the room where Dracula lives.
Oh, yeah. That old, well-known Hogwarts saying.
The vigor drains from your limbs as you stare into Dracula's hypnotic gaze. And as his fangs pierce your neck, your last thought is that someone really ought to label that door, or any of them for that matter.
Oh, yeah, that would be helpful.
So technically, I think this kind of means you died, but your options are return to checkpoint or start over.
Return to checkpoint.
Okay, so that takes us all the way back to, girl and rat friend leaving, where
Okay.
you can choose lunch or waiting for Ron.
I'll wait for Ron.
Yeah, good choice. Good call. Your responsibility is to your students, not to your aching stomach or steadily plummeting blood sugar. You sit stoically and wait, like if they made a sitting terracotta warrior with bad posture and no facial definition.
Burn. Fucking hell.
Yep. Luckily, you don't have to wait long before there's a timid, fluttery knock at your door, which I guess would be kind of like...
Very good.
You can say, come in, or, of course.
Gonna
That's
say, come in.
Okay. A pale, tremulous student creeps into your office, locks the door, and slumps into the enchanted armchair. He's pregnant with nervous energy.
Okay.
Which is a weird way to say it. And he keeps glancing over his shoulders as if he thinks he's being watched. I'm Ron Weasley, here for my appointment, he mutters hoarsely. Tony Blair is the only human embryo ever successfully gestated in a gorilla womb, says the enchanted armchair. When his surrogate gorilla mother died, she received a state funeral. Leave me alone, shrieks Ron.
Poor Ron.
You can ask him either, tell me about yourself, Ron, or is everything okay?
Is everything okay?
Of course it's not okay, cries Ron. If he finds out I'm here, God only knows what he'll do. He, and he'll is in, like, he is capitalized.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the school against me, or take more of my memories, or he'll goad her into punishing me, or me into punishing her, and God, he would too. He has his hooks in everyone, and I'm the only one close enough to see it, and there's nothing I can do because he has his hooks in me deepest.
Oh, I bet he's talking about Harry.
I was just thinking that too. You can say, slow down and tell me about yourself, or you can let him keep talking, thinking, who is this he you keep talking about?
Let's go with the second option.
Who is this he you keep talking about?
Hmm.
How can you not know? I'm trying to do like squeaky voice. Puberty. The whole school revolves around him, dangling on his whims like eels squirming and grasping on a fishing hook. I suppose I could be British too. Professors bend over backwards to please him. Students scary like mindless ants to carry out his will and punish his enemies. Those few who dare oppose him, he humiliates you again and again, year after year. He's even got his own paramilitary group now, students who would die in his name. What began as a cult of personality has become far darker. And God help me, I helped him build it all. I was his best friend. I won't say his name or he'll know I'm here, but he'll find out soon enough anyway. He always does.
Oh.
He always does.
Oh, Ron.
You can ask Ron why he's here.
Why are you here, Ron? I've had enough of your shit already.
I think you might be the only one left who can help me. Hardly anyone knows you work here. I've been here for years. Yes. I've been here for years and I've never knew Hogwarts even had a guidance counselor. Somehow you've escaped his notice and influence. It's truly a miracle you're so bad at your job.
Yeah, fair.
But it's only a matter of time before he learns I've betrayed him and he'll come for me. And you! I'm sorry to drag you into this, but it's my only way out. You need to free me. You need to get me out of Hogwarts. And you think, holy shit, it's perfect.
It is.
You thank God and Christ for this golden opportunity. And you can ask him, Ron, have you ever heard of college?
College. Yes, please.
Ron blinks. I assume like this.
Yep.
And he
For
says,
listeners, that was a really cartoon link.
just, if there was a noise effect to it, it probably would have been like a water drop. He says, no, I don't think so. Maybe I have, but he's taken so many of my memories. What is it? Will I be safe there? You have 3 options. Option number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. They have blue light phones and everything. Option 2. College is like Hogwarts, but less magical, twice as sensual, and the cults are more fun.
Okay.
Option 3. At college, you could be anyone. You could ride a razor scooter around and be the scooter guy. It's just an idea, though.
Let's go with option 1. Blue light.
Definitely. They have blue light phones and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At last, Ron's eyes light up. I imagine like this. And life seems to flood back into his body. College. I'll finally be free. Free to do what I want, which is sit quietly in a dark room and play one of those handheld water ring toss games. I never dared to hope. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I feel so good.
And you say, I'll need to write you a letter of recommendation.
Okay. I'll need to write you a letter of recommendation, Ronald.
So you quickly bang out a pretty good letter of recommendation and safety pin it to Ron's shirt.
As you do.
Yeah. Ron beams. Just then, there's a banging on the door.
Oh, no.
Forceful. Commanding. The lock holds for now, but you hear someone say or yell, Ron! From the other side of the door. Oh no, whispers Ron. He's found me.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, hold on. Dogs are barking. It's just the postman.
Are they scared of this person too?
Yeah.
So you can say, we've got to get you to college.
We've got to get you to college. Right away, Ronald.
Wait, there's one more thing, cries Ron over the banging. He lifts his shirt to reveal nothing. Where his nipples should be, there's only smooth, unbroken flesh. It makes your skin crawl to behold. I imagine like this. This is how he keeps me in his thrall. As long as he has my nipples, he'll always be able to find me. He'll always have power over me. I don't know why I'm laughing. Somehow you need to fix me, please. The banging grows louder.
Oh, shit.
The door won't hold long. So, if you recall from earlier on in the day, aka last episode, you can cast one spell that you know, or you can open your drawer full of spare nipples. What would you like to do?
I mean, I've got to get rid of some of the nipples, I guess. So
You have quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll open the drawer full of spare nipples, please.
An abundance of nipples, if you will.
An abundance of nipples, sorry.
You open your drawer of nipples. You've been waiting for this moment your entire life. All these years casting the one spell you know, Plopum Pepperonis, conjuring single loose nipples and storing them in your desk drawer. It was all leading up to this. With practiced ease, you slide open the drawer full of spare nipples. Oh, I wanted to open my drawer, but I don't think I'll make as much of a noise. Okay. Shh. And with a quick application of a couple safety pins,
Oh.
Ron has nipples again.
Yes.
I understand, cries Ron. These are my nipples now, which means all he has are some loose nipples. They have no power over me anymore. Thank you. The banging intensifies. It's time to go. So you can Google good college, you can Google better college, or you can Google best college.
Best college.
Yeah, he deserves the best, poor
Yeah.
kid. Okay. Google Maps pulls up the Wellesley University admissions office, and Ron starts concentrating, readying himself to cast the spell that sends you where Google Maps tells you to go. Thank you, he whispers one last time, and then, Sergei Destinatio! And in a flash black of black smoke, Ron is gone. The enchanted armchair starts to say something about Tony Blair's glands, but it's drowned out in an explosion of wood and metal as the blast of magic blows the door to splinters.
Oh.
Through the haze of smoke and sawdust steps the one Ron feared, staring you down with cold, dead eyes, the tip of his wand crackling with untold power. He asks you where Ron is, but you're not listening. You've accepted your fate because you've fulfilled your purpose. You seized the day. You did your job. You got one fucking kid to go to college. And that's enough.
Well, I feel like the moral of this story is that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, I had those nipples.
You practiced that one Plopus pepperonum spell so much that, I mean, his nipples don't match, but I guess it's fair to say that probably most people's don't.
No.
They're more like sisters and not twins.
Yeah, like your eyebrows, you know.
So there is epilogue.
Okay.
You want me to click it?
Yep.
It just says nah.
That's probably how the book should have gone, to be fair.
Okay, so I mean, are we assuming that it was Harry Potter that killed you?
Oh, I'm guessing so, yeah. I
Could have
didn't
been
realise he was
Hermione, I
so
guess. I know
evil.
he said he, but you know.
Well, there we
And
go.
that is the tale.
That's the tale of my tenure at Hogwarts being a shit guidance counsellor. But I saved one life.
And it was Ron, and you know, if anything, I think he's actually the main character of the books, right?
Yeah. 100%.
So I think what did you think of that? Did you enjoy that? Because there are other ones we can do someday. I think like Your Neighbor Ate Your Bird, Time to Extract Your Revenge, or
Yes, I'd like to try that one day.
that would be funny. And I know there were some other ones that I thought were good too. You're a 13-year-old girl. Can you find a date to the Sadie Hawkins? You were abducted by aliens. Will anyone ever believe you? And there's so many more.
Yeah, great. Yes, let's definitely revisit this at some point. I
They
want to
also
do the
have,
bird one.
yes, I want to see what kind of, well, I haven't clicked through it, but I won't try not to do any spoilers, but I would like to see what kind of revenge you might exact.
Yeah. Or if that one's anything to go by, it's going to be fucking batshit crazy. So
Yeah. Probably pretty gory too, I think.
yeah, maybe.
This website's pretty interesting though. They also have a quiz that says, "How well do you know the lyrics to Nelly's Hot and Her?" So, just to real quick go through this. The first question is, want a little bit of blank and a little bit of blank. And your options are, want a little bit of mushrooms growing on me and a little bit of acknowledgement from the scientific community. Want a little bit of voluntary celibacy and a little bit of involuntary celibacy. Want a little bit of creating rap music with my friends and a little bit of loud funky raps, or want a little bit of tooth decay and a little bit of dental work.
Well, it's none of those.
I think it's the voluntary celibacy and voluntary
Oh,
celibacy.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he says. And then he's like, good gracious, ass is very patient, and my mom, a drawing I made while she's having sex with Richard Dreyfuss.
God. written by robots.
Oh, sorry, I said that wrong. And I was like, good gracious, ass is very patient, flirtatious, trying to show my mom a drawing I made while she's having sex with Richard Travis. Anyway, okay, another day.
That's great. Do you want to hear some fun facts?
100%.
So this is one of my favourites. So the term spinster was originally the word for a woman so good at weaving that she was financially independent. How
Oh, and then they took that
interesting.
word from us to make it seem like an old, unloved, haggard woman.
Yeah. But actually,
That's
it just means we're financially free and independent.
fuck the patriarchy, man.
I know, man. Unbelievable. My next fact is that a survey found that 7% of American adults think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed. But I also know, like, there's like a huge percentage of people who are like illiterate. So they
Yeah.
can't read about cows, but they can see pictures of cows. And the only thing they can extrapolate is white cows, white milk, brown cows, chocolate milk.
Yeah. Hey, that cow's brown. That must
I
be
want
where
some chocolate
chocolate milk
milk.
comes from.
Ma, bring my cup. God.
Okay, how about this one? Tina Turner
Ooh,
was
yeah.
a singer and songwriter, as we all know,
Mm-hmm.
known as the Queen of Rock and Roll. And although she had been making music for a decade, her breakthrough album, Private Dancer, was released when she was 44 years old. The album
Damn.
became a worldwide success, achieving her multi-platinum certifications and cementing her status as an icon.
You know, my only like mind palace memory visualization of her is her as an older like rock star, right? But gal's got always
Yeah,
had great legs.
we should tell her story one day, actually, because it's
Yeah.
quite insane.
Does
These are
she
some more
sing
about cool
simply
women.
the
She
best?
sure does.
Yeah. Better than all
All
the
the rest.
rest.
Bow, bow, bow. Here's some other cool women. Sister Mary Kenneth Keller became the
Her name's
first.
Kenneth. Mary Kenneth, okay.
Mary Kenneth Keller, double-barreled, I assume, became the first woman in the US to receive a PhD, not a pretty huge dick, a PhD in computer science.
Not only first woman to receive a PhD, but in, I think, a kind of historically and maybe currently male dominated field.
Mm-hmm.
Computer science, though. So that means that was more recent than we would like to think. Because computers are not that old.
I mean, the picture's pretty old. It's black and white.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I think probably if what's considered computer, right? Like probably the first one is old, but we're like, college has been around for a while.
True. But, I mean, these are all in the theme of it's never too late to start. 'Cause she was 52 years old. And she
Get it,
went
girl.
on to found the Association of Small Computer Users in Education and the Computer Science Department at Clark University in Iowa, both of which are still active today.
Yay. I didn't know that.
Angela Lansbury,
Mm-hmm.
who we all love and know, was
Murder, She
58
Wrote.
years old when she landed the starring role in Murder, She Wrote.
Heck yeah.
The show ran for 12 years from 1984 to 1996, becoming one of the longest running and most popular detective series in television history. She's also in Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and I love that film.
I love that film too. I'm actually surprised I was allowed to watch that because it's about
Witchy.
witches, which is interesting. But also, do you remember the famous character she voiced? I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me. Do quote me because this is a recording that literally millions of people are going to hear.
It's literally going to quote you.
But I remember, if I recall correctly, she's be a guest, I'm a teapot.
I'm a teapot and the rest.
Yeah, I think she was Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, crazy. Okay, this lady is mental. Julia Hurricanes Hawking, cracking name.
Oh, okay. Like Rattlesnake Kate, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. She was a sprinter and a cyclist who didn't compete in her first cycling race until aged 75.
Jesus fucking Christ.
She began running at age 99 and became the first female track and field athlete in the 105 plus age bracket to record a time in the 100-meter dash.
That makes me think of when I ran the marathon and was like, I'm fucking killing it. This is hard. And I proceed to watch like a very old man just scoot on ahead of me. And I'm like, I really want to quit. But I guess if that old man can do it, and he had like a little thing on his shirt that says like, this is my 89th marathon and I'm 74 today. And I'm like, fuck's sake, all I have is a little bit of bursitis in my hip and that guy's probably about to die.
Well, that's it. Next time you go running, think of Julia Hurricane Hawking,
Good
who
for
started
her.
at 99 years old.
Gosh, no shit. But you know what would be even cooler is up until she decided to start cycling and running, she actually smoked like a chimney and only ate red meat and
Yeah.
drank a gallon of whiskey a day.
That's my excuse. So I'm just going to keep doing that
Yeah.
and start running at 99,
Yeah.
cycling at 75.
Yeah, I'll get there.
If
I'll
it
get
worked for
to
her.
it. Yeah.
Catherine Bigelow.
How does it spell?
Biglow?
No, her first name dummy.
Oh, like yours.
Oh, yay.
She became the first woman to win the Oscar for Best Director at 58
Oh, yeah.
years old.
She directed The Hurt Locker.
Don't know, it doesn't say. I'll take your word for it.
I'm pretty sure is The Hurt Locker. And this is why I'm good at trivia. Let me look it up. Why isn't this? Yep. Fuck yeah, I nailed it. Hurt Locker. 2008.
Well done.
Catherine Bigelow.
So, yeah,
First female director, you were saying, though, in 2008?
Yep. Best director
Yep.
at 58 years old as well, breaking the glass ceiling in the male-dominated industry.
That's sad. That wasn't even that long ago.
There's another running one here. Mathia Allen Smith is a 94-year-old runner who began her journey at age 46. At 92, she completed the Honolulu Marathon in 11 hours, 19 minutes and 49 seconds, setting the record as the oldest woman to ever finish a marathon.
So the Honolulu, I think I looked into that when I thought I would just, like, my personality now is marathon runner. Because I thought that'd be pretty and scenic and stuff. But 11, okay, she's old, so, like, I'm not criticizing her time, but, like,
Sounds
the
like
one
it.
I ran, you had to do it in 6 hours or a bus would come and pick you up and take you, to jail. So, yeah, not to jail,
There's a
but
time limit.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, people can't wait all day.
I suppose, but, come on, give me at least 8 hours.
But the Honolulu
Long
one
way.
might be longer. I don't know. I
Maybe
mean,
it's
it's not
like
longer in terms of distance,
Belize,
obviously. Yeah, just take people longer.
Okay,
Good
last
for
one.
her, though.
Dr. Patricia Bath's lifelong mission was to fight blindness. She invented the laser FASO probe, which is a laser device for cataract surgery, becoming the first black woman in the US to receive a medical patent. She was 45 years old. She was also the first woman to chair an can't say it. Ophthalmology residency program in the US.
Spell it.
OPH.
Ophthalmology.
Ophthalmology, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's what we call our eye doctors, so I'm very used to saying that word. I'm going to the ophthalmologist, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Those letters usually don't go in that order.
No, that's very confusing.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, well.
What do you guys call your eye doctors? The Blinky Blinks. Dr. Blinky Blink.
Mr. Eyeball.
That tracks. It's one of those weird things Americans ask you, right?
We go to the opticians.
Yeah. I mean, I think optician, optometrist, ophthalmologist,
Yeah,
those are all
yeah.
different
I've never
variations.
been to
They're
a specific eye doctor just to get my eyes tested, which is due,
yeah.
actually. That's why I can't see anything.
Mm. Ooh. When I was a kid, I had a consistent one. He was a very nice man, but um yeah, it's kind of like having a primary care physician here where you kind of see the same person every time, but
Yeah, like a GP.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like an Am I the Asshole? Ah!
Mm, nah.
All right. Well, catch you next week then.
Bye. Nah, lay it on me, baby.
All right. Am I the asshole for snapping at my boyfriend when he wouldn't stop bragging about his size?
No. Like size of his penis, his ego, his
Ah,
toxic masculinity.
I'll explain more.
Yeah. Tell me everything.
Oh, there's an update on this one now. How exciting. Okay, I'll do the original post first. Ugh. Okay. This is actually the dumbest issue I think I've ever had. I've never used Reddit before, but I've seen them on TikTok.
Okay, stop. Reddit is pretty prolific, right? Do I expect that everyone knows or is super familiar or even uses Reddit? No. But this
No.
person, if I understand it, not a Reddit user, and became familiar with Reddit through TikTok, the recently banned and then unbanned app
Yes.
of okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
TikTok, for your service.
I mean, no shit.
um, so this is literally me making this account to ask this stupid question. My boyfriend, male 27, and I, female 20. I mean, she's got the hang of that so far.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh, 7-year age difference, huh? Girl, you
mm,
maybe date some. Well, you know, I guess girls mature faster than boys, but sounds like maybe you need to go older then.
yeah, try
Sorry.
40.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
Have been dating for just around 6 months now. So not very long.
Mm-mm.
In the past 2, we've started being intimate.
Oh,
Now,
they waited a while
yeah,
too.
they did. Yeah, well done for you.
Good for you for not fucking on the first date.
Yeah, slag. Now, for context, my boyfriend is not my first, but he is only the second person I've ever slept with and the first person I've slept with repeatedly. So, in many ways, he's my first in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I noticed that during our first time, it was honestly quite painful.
Hmm.
The penetration and the movement was cramping rather than anything pleasurable, and it made me have pain really deep in my stomach for about 3 hours afterwards. I thought this might be a one off thing, and maybe I just needed more before stuff, so we tried again. Before stuff, I think she means foreplay.
Foreplay. Yeah. There's the before stuff. There's the after stuff.
There's the
There's the
before
during
stuff,
stuff.
the willy stuff, and then the messy stuff. Oh, sorry.
We don't talk about that.
No. So we tried again. Same thing. This proceeded to happen every time we slept together, and eventually it worried me so much that I went to my doctor. My doctor told me that there was nothing wrong with my diagnosable, I think she means vagina,
Yeah.
except for bruising on my cervix that would go away on its own.
Sounds like he's bad at sex.
Well, yeah. The doctor suggested what I thought, more before.
Before things.
More before things.
You gotta like preheat the oven before you throw the stuff in.
Exactly, man. You know, come on. He's 27. Learn some shit.
Oh shit.
He also told, she also told me that sometimes people can be seriously just incompatible with sizes. I'm only 5'1", and she basically insinuated that my boyfriend's size is just too large for me. Of course, I went on a Google. Of course,
Girl, then you don't go tell him that because that doesn't mean he's large. It just means he's too large for you.
yes. Of course, I went on a Google dive and told my boyfriend this.
No.
His reaction to be
It was
flattered.
immense pride, right?
Yeah. Quite literally so impressed with himself. And I have not heard the end of it.
Jesus Christ.
Every time we talk about it, he gets this dumb, proud look on his face, like, yes, I'm so large, we have to do this different. He often brags about it to me in a subtle way, like I haven't been the one to point it out.
Do you know I have a big dick? Do you know I'm too big for you?
Right, and the worst part is he literally will not change the way we do it. I've told him multiple times that slamming into me makes it so much worse, and he'll apologise and say, I forgot. Like that, yeah.
Yes. God.
He'll apologise and say, I forgot, as in he forgot about his size. He's so proud to say it, and I literally have not enjoyed sex with him one single time. So eventually, I snapped on him. She didn't snap him, she snapped at him. He kept repeatedly thrusting into me like he does, and it hurt so bad, causing me to snap when I normally wouldn't. I pushed him away rather hard, and he was so offended. Tears immediately started flowing, and I told him to stop letting his dumb big ego get into his head and stop bragging about hurting me and his stupid size. He literally slammed the bathroom door in my face. It's the biggest fight we've ever had, and I ended up apologising, and he accepted it. But honestly, the more I think about it, the less I feel like I was in the wrong. So, what do you think?
Um, I get that like size for men and maybe women too, like it is a big deal, right? And like I point of like him being prideful of it in no way, shape, or form is surprising to me, just based on I think how men are with their genitals. So, but like simultaneous to feeling pride, like he should have also felt concern
Bad?
and like,
Yeah.
yeah, like let's figure out a way so that we can be compatible so it can be enjoyable for you too. He's clearly like he's one of those guys who like his partner's enjoyment of the experience either doesn't matter or he is of the belief that I think a lot of men derive from pornography
Mhm.
that you don't need to preheat the oven, that just slamming into someone and like no other stimulation is fine and like we're good to go. And so like I'm inclined to think probably it's both those things. He doesn't care and or has the mistaken belief that that's like all women want. And I'm concerned that his simultaneous or soon to be after his like, oh, I have kind of a big penis, cool, immediate response isn't like, did your doctor tell you anything about how we could maybe like make this better for you?
Yeah.
He didn't care about that. And so
No.
I personally think like per having yet another painful experience with him and trying to like give him the opportunity to change and make it better for her and he didn't, like her snapping at him does not make her the asshole and she shouldn't have apologized. And his reaction I think just kind of reinforces my belief that he's a selfish git.
I agree.
Thank you.
It's like you read the comments as well, actually.
I usually do.
This top comment that I enjoy, it's I think I would break up with a dude who took more pride in hurting me than mutually beneficial pleasure.
Yeah.
He would literally rather injure you to massage his ego. He's selfish, stupid, and he sucks at sex, and I definitely wouldn't reward his cervic pounding stupidity with your body anymore. You're a
Right.
human, not a pocket pussy, and the
Mm-hmm.
slamming the door in your face because he's mad at you. Because he's mad that you got hurt because he's terrible at sex. I hope he's willing to change, but my prediction is that he'll continue to be an asshole, considering you apologised to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next comment, he's perfectly okay with hurting OP each time they have sex, but oh, the horror of being shoved aside for doing it again and again. Bet he wouldn't like his private parts to be hurt all the fucking time he has sex either. Stupid little shit. And then everyone starts making suggestions. So better. Sorry, he's a sadist. Demand to beat his balls before you do it. Better, tie a string to them, and every time it hurts, she pulls the string hard.
Yeah, that's called conditioning. So, I mean, that is a psychological theory about, reinforcing positive behaviors and punishing negative ones to get them to stop.
Yeah.
So
This person says, I'm in favour of a large dildo and introducing him to some pegging. And someone else said, and brag often about how big the dildo is. Keep
yep.
saying, behold, while holding it up and looking
Wobbly
at him.
sausage. No lube, no preheating. Yeah, just
Shove it in.
mhm.
Okay,
Ugh.
update. He says, I think I can put an update here. You can. You have succeeded. Well done. Some people in the comments asked, it's been 9 hours since I posted this, and I am just so severely overwhelmed and saddened by what everyone has to say, though I am extremely grateful. I decided to talk to him about this using the frame of I'm genuinely almost at my wit's end. He
Good.
listened to everything I had to say, in brackets, which was basically what everyone here had told me to say, and he said he understood, was so sorry, and would genuinely do better. He went on to explain that our issues per SE, I guess you mean sex, per sex, have been exclusive to me, and that's why he got all proud of himself. He told me he's now developed this, like, kink, I guess, which is why he is forgetting and getting carried away, I guess. I don't know. We didn't talk about it for that long because it sounded like an excuse. Nevertheless, nevertheless, he has agreed to genuinely try. I think I'm going to give it one more chance. Thanks to everyone who commented. You have no idea how unexpected and how helpful you have been.
Hmm.
So, I mean, fingers crossed he stops being an arsehole.
So if I understand it correctly, talk, and because it didn't impact him, it was hard for him to care, and that
Yeah.
he developed a kink of basically preferring to feel like the the big porn star who can just like rail someone as hard as he wants and
Mm-hmm.
assume either they enjoy it or
Yeah.
don't care that they
Even when
enjoy
she
it.
says it really, really hurts.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like how it feels for her afterwards, and that's his kink now. Okay,
Hmm.
well,
He
just
sounds
gonna
cool.
drink my coffee and mind my own business.
I love this comment. Give him a BJ and accidentally bite down a little bit. Say, sorry, my teeth are so big. I just couldn't help it.
So many good ideas. So many good ideas. Or, alternatively, she can just be like, I kind of enjoy things more on my own, to be honest.
Yeah, that's it. And there are loads of comments of people with like in a similar situation. And they were like, look, we had the same thing when I started sleeping with my husband. This person, so my husband and I had the same problem when we first got together, and it's worse certain times of the month when he's literally beating my cervix. Do you know how we fix this problem? Oh, that hurts, he said. My bad. Let's avoid this position. And every once in a while, I try to be spicy and get in one of those positions, and he'll stop me and go, nope, I'm not hurting you again. It stays in my husband's mind that his size hurts me sometimes, and he literally stays vigilant about it. OP's boyfriend is a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yep, not the asshole. He sucks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Basically.
I suspect they probably broke up.
Yeah, I reckon that's on the
At least I hope so, because
cards.
I suspect probably the last chance was not, effective.
Well, there we have it. Another problem solved.
World
Vagina
saved.
saved.
Another vagina saved from ruinous men. Let's all just become spinsters
Let's weave some twine.
and become financially independent so we don't need no man.
We don't need no man. No, we don't. And then become like Tina Turner.
Simply the best.
Now, 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 now. Yes.
Well, that was way less gross than the last Am I the Asshole, so
It
thank you for
was.
that.
Yeah.
Still upsetting. We got to finish, your career as a guidance counselor, which is good because I'd been waiting on the edge of my seat to learn what happens.
Bated breath.
With bated breath. And, we will see how things go today in my neck of the woods and maybe have lots to talk about next time we meet.
Yes, indeed. I hope all is well. I hope. Oh, no, I wasn't going to say that. I'm not going to say that out loud.
Probably don't, because
No.
they'll come after me.
But I hope it goes smoothly. We'll talk about it next time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just ignore it. It's not happening.
Yeah, I do think I'm gonna maybe try to learn how to dissociate. So
Yeah. Just go and celebrate MLK.
okay, I will.
Go shopping. Go and get a
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Well,
here for.
thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful day waiting for your laborers with the dogs. But, dear listeners, in the meantime, you can find us on social media, TSYB Pod. You can write to us at TalkShitToUs@gmail.com for all your, comments, feedback, praise, the donations you want to contribute to us, asking for advice and, reinforcing our perspectives.
Yeah, we don't have a Patreon yet, but if you do
One
want to
day.
send us money, we'll send you PayPal details. It's not a problem.
Yeah, totes. Totes my goats.
But yeah, we're at TSYB Pod. And you can email us also at talkshittous@gmail.com.
I did just say that.
Did you? I have disassociated.
It's not bad to, repeat things. I
Yeah.
think that's how people, remember stuff. So
That's how advertising gets you. You've got to hear it.
Yeah.
You've got to see it.
TSYB Pod for you. Talk shit to us at Gmail too.
Nice. I'm going to turn that into a jingle and we'll just pop it at the beginning of every episode.
Well, we could probably do it better.
TSYB Pod
for you. Talk shit to us at Gmail too.
Boop,
Boop. Well, until next time.
Until next time.
Good talking shit with you.
And you. Be safe. Stay
Maybe.
strong.
Yes.
Go shopping.
No. Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Over the past 75 years, more than 10,000 chemicals have entered our food supply, but the EU allows just 300 additives. At Thrive Market, we prioritize quality, banning over 1,000 ingredients found in conventional grocery stores. Our Healthy Swap scanner helps you find better versions of your pantry essentials without the junk, dyes, or fillers, and everything is delivered right to your doorstep. So shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health at thrivemarket.com/getstarted for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.